Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ron. A real quick video here regarding the new GoPro 12 Black and its color profile GP log, or log as many people call it. I've been playing around with this new log profile for the past few days, probably more hours than I should. And in follow-up to my previous video, which I'm going to put up here, which was regarding the best FPV settings for this camera, and again, it's going to be up here in the corner. It may go without saying for some of you, however, for others, I wanted to save you some time and frustration. And again, this is specific to FPV and drone pilots. If you're thinking of using the log color profile during normal daylight hours, then you'll absolutely need an ND filter when you're flying, neutral density filter. I'm going to put a few video clips up now, and I'm going to quickly go over what happens when you try to use or follow the 180-degree rule using the log color profile. And real quick, the 180-degree rule simply states you'll want your shutter speed to be double your frame rate to give you the natural motion blur for your shot. In the first clip, you'll notice that I'm shooting without an ND filter in the GoPro's new log color profile. I'm shooting at 60 frames per second, so my shutter speed is set to 1/120. Log footage normally has that washed out or desaturated look from the start and always requires some sort of color grading in post. However, without an ND filter, it's, I'm telling you, absolutely impossible to expose properly this footage. It just can't be done, and I've tried. And that's why I'm making this video. I don't want you to shoot your log footage, get home and realize you just can't use the footage that you shot, and maybe it's really important or some kind of footage you just, aren't gonna be able to capture again. So the highlights just can't be recovered, and that's what I'm showing you here in this footage. This was without the ND filter. Now here's another clip with all the same settings where I'm using an ND16 filter, and I was able to properly expose and color grade the footage. Next, I have a third clip showing you HDR color profile, again on the GoPro 12. However, in this footage, I'm not following the 180-degree rule. I just wanted to share what the HDR footage looks like. Now, the fourth clip, this was taken with the standard color profile, but again, wasn't following the 180-degree rule. And I just want to mention there are going to be times when the standard or the HDR color profiles in the GoPro 12 will work just fine. I was playing around with the GoPro Labs firmware as well, something called Log B, just to compare the footage. But again, here's a shot without using the ND filter and trying to follow the 180-degree rule. Again, the footage is just not usable. I can't fix it or recover any of the highlights, as you can see from the sky behind me. Even after I applied the GoPro LUT for the log footage, you just couldn't recover the highlights. And finally, a clip using the GoPro Labs firmware, but this time using an ND filter and following the 180-degree rule. Bottom line, if you're trying to use log color profile on the new GoPro 12 for FPV or your drone content, and you want to follow the 180-degree rule, then you're going to absolutely need to use ND filters. Sorry if this is obvious to some of you, but I don't think it is to many others. So that's it for this video. I hope you got something out of it. Till next time, we'll see you guys soon.